Welcome to Highest Timeline for Earth. Today is August 11th, and Hecate energy is very active this weekend. She's the goddess that is the queen of the witches. She is the goddess of the crossroads. And that's exactly where we find ourselves 3 days after the 888 Lionsgate portal. We're still in Lionsgate, but this weekend in particular, we are at a crossroads. And so I just want to speak to this energy and then share my own personal experiences about how this is showing up in my life that may shed some insight onto your own experiences and what you're going through right now. So the 888 portal was this beautiful time to really align to your true soul's purpose, like your true sunshine of your true self, an opportunity for your true essence to shine through in this incarnation, in this lifetime, to live in alignment with your soul mission, with your life purpose, with your inherent gifts and genius, and let it rip on this world. It's like a leveling up to your true soul's purpose and living a life of fulfillment, satisfaction, and peace, prosperity, abundance, authenticity. That's what this 888 Lionsgate portal is. It's an opportunity to up level our lives and live the lives that we're truly destined to lead if we can live in alignment with it. So it's all about up leveling. And now this weekend, we're at this crossroads, and the energy of Hecate is coming in so hot. And like I said, she is the goddess of the witches. And if you know me, that if you know me in real life, everyone always, everyone knows that I'm witchy. I've had this witchy energy about me my entire life. And being a witch used to play a big role in my identity of who I am. And I got very heavy into this identification back in 2020 during the pandemic. My entire life, like everyone else, is flipped on its head. I got furloughed from my toxic corporate job. My lease was up in Brooklyn, so I decided to move back home to my parents' house in Westchester. And then I full time became a student in energy healing. I started to get involved with a priestess sisterhood, and I just leaned all the way into my witchiness. I learned all about astrology during that time. I learned tarot during that time. Everything that was the occult that was drawing me, I just leaned all the way into it, and I started to embody and embrace myself as this powerful witch on earth. Working with the elementals, working with true magic, getting into herbalism, energy work, like you name it, everything that has been now a part of my foundations of who I am today. It was because I fully embraced this archetype of being the witch during, 2020, 2021. And then, and let's fast forward a little bit to 2022. During that portal, that was February 2nd, 2022 to February 22nd, 2022, was the craziest time of my life in terms of aligning to my true highest path and everything I wanted in life. That was the time that I was so focused on becoming an exact energetic match and alignment for my desires, for my manifestations in life. And I wrote out every single thing that I wanted in life. And I spoke it out, I danced it out, I embodied it. I did actual rituals and ceremonies during that time. I was at the ocean, I was in the forest, I was working with the elements, fully embodying this life that I desired for myself. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I met my now husband. And there was this feeling of it being too good to be true, like almost like, could this be a trick? Is this a test from the universe? Is this too good to be true? Or can I finally accept this beautiful, abundant, magical life with this man that I love so much that I want him to be the father of my children? And now we're going to have this beautiful life together. I had this feeling of like, is it too good to be true? And then this other higher part of myself leans in and says, no, you have to embrace and accept all of this and just accept that your manifestations are here and receive them and open up to them wholeheartedly and accept this part of my life. And that's exactly what I did. And then we move forward. I make all of these massive changes in my life. I move from LA to Vancouver. I get pregnant, and I just think my life is this beautiful fantasy. And then I had a miscarriage. And this miscarriage brought me down so hard. Like it was another dark night of the soul because it was almost tied now to my manifestations. I thought I had weaved and energetically constructed this life that was actually not in alignment with my true self. And that by having the miscarriage, it like smacked me back down into this really dark place. It was this dark night of the soul because it was almost like a spiritual psychosis where I all of a sudden believed maybe I co-created that entire reality from that 222 portal and all of this magic that I was leaning into and embracing. Maybe that was all extremely detrimental to my highest self and to my highest timeline. These were all of my dark thoughts at the time. It was so heavy. It was so dark. It was almost like I was so disgusted that I believed in magic so much because that devastation of the miscarriage took it all away. I just felt so empty and horrified and just absolutely shattered. It absolutely rocked me to my core. I was so shattered, and it made me turn away from my witchy spiritual manifestation practices. I was so turned off by all of it. I was horrified that I was so into magic and building my whole life around magic. And I sort of completely turned my back on it. Like I didn't keep up with my altars anymore. I didn't journal. I wasn't writing as much. I wasn't like focused on manifestations or magic and rituals and ceremony that used to play the biggest part in my life. I kind of put it on the back burner, and I just decided, okay, time to build my life in the real, quote, real material world, start from scratch, build, kind of pick myself up, dust myself off. And it was a time where my foundations got completely rocked, but that I could really rebuild on solid ground. So, anyway, everything happens for a reason. I had to go through this rebirth and death process a million times over. Ended up getting pregnant 2 months later. And now we have a healthy, beautiful baby girl, happily married. We have this beautiful home together. And now I feel like I have this full circle moment when it comes to embracing my witchy magic again. And Hecate is coming in hot 3 days after this 888 portal. She's the queen of the witches. She is the queen of embracing the dark and the light, embracing the alive and the dead, the seen and the unseen. She is this walker between worlds. And I feel like now my life has come into this full circle moment where I'm wholeheartedly ready to embrace the magic. And this is where, it doesn't have to be one or the other. I don't have to have a witchy magical life or a real, quote, real life in the real world where I build stuff and, I just try to be practical and realistic and logical about it. Like it doesn't have to be one or the other. I can weave all of these different parts of myself, and it's exactly what I should be doing. I'm exactly where I should be. I can embrace all parts of myself, every archetype within myself. I am the witchy woman. I am the priestess. I am the energy healer. I am the spiritual teacher. And I'm also a mother and a wife and a writer and a speaker and a creatrix and an herbalist and all of these different things, all of these different parts of myself weave together as one. And now I wholeheartedly embrace the energy of Hecate. And she is the goddess of the past, present, and future. So this weekend, it's almost like time is going to stand still. You're at a crossroads and you choose what your future looks like. And it can be, make it as big as you can possibly dream of. It's not too good to be true. Nothing is too good to be true. You are exactly where you should be. You can have everything you desire. You can have the life of magic, of mind blowing love and passion and partnership and fun and laughter and friendship. And you can have a beautiful, healthy family, and you can have the career of your dreams, and you can make thousands of dollars a day if you want, weeks every week, thousands of dollars every week, hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, millions of dollars. All of this is not outside of your realm of possibilities. This is your highest timeline. You can have it all. That's what this crossroads is about. It's understanding how far you've come, or understanding the past. We understand what we want in the future, and we're at this crossroads now. Are you brave enough to step into your highest timeline, to embrace all parts of yourself, and then to believe that you can and that you will have the life of your dreams? Everything that I manifested back in February 2nd, 2022 to February 22nd, 2022, that 222 portal, I wrote out all of my manifestations. I wrote on top, what the fuck do I really want? And I wrote it out, boom, 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 channeling from my higher self. I manifest with my written word and with my spoken word. I'm a manifestor in human design, and I use my emotions to manifest my reality. I use my alchemical processes to manifest. I wrote out every single thing that I want. And then a couple weeks later, I had it. I met it. I met him. I had this life of my dreams, but it wasn't ready yet. We had to both go through these massive transformations together. We both were majorly affected by the Taurus Scorpio eclipse seasons of 2022 to 2023. That's right when I had the miscarriage. We both had to have everything that we thought we wanted and then lose it all, have a complete shattering of our identities and of our foundations, so that we can finally see everything so clearly and then build on solid ground something strong to last. My manifestation said I want to combine empires, but I forgot that first I had to build an empire on solid ground. And same with him. He had to build his foundations on solid ground, his empire on solid ground. I had to build my empire on solid ground, so that we can combine them, instead of it just being like a house of cards that can blow away and get knocked over. And, that's exactly what happened to us. And now we build on solid ground, and we can have it all. And everything that I wrote for myself for exactly what I wanted is here. It's already here. Everything you want is already here. It's in your energy field, and you just have to align to it. But that comes from shattering your beliefs of what you thought was possible and what you think you deserve. Understand that you deserve it all. You deserve your highest timeline, the love of your life, who's also your best friend, who's an amazing partner. If you want kids, you deserve a happy, beautiful, healthy family, a beautiful home. You deserve all of the luxuries and the leisures that you could possibly want, because the universe wants you to be your most abundant self, so that you can help more people. When you have money, you can help more people. When you have money, you have more time to help more people. And that's what it's all about. This is what the future looks like. The richest people are going to be the ones who are actually working towards the betterment of humanity and of Earth herself. People and corporations that were built on the old timeline, that old frequency of greed, manipulation, and corruption, their time is coming to an end. It's crumbling. That's what the old systems and structures are that are crumbling right now. And the new world, the new earth, is all about creating a frequency of abundance with your community by everyone operating in alignment with their gifts. And then we come together as beautiful puzzle pieces to get powerful projects off the ground, where everyone is working towards the betterment of their community, of their family, of society, and of Earth herself. That's what the future looks like. And we can embrace this wholeheartedly now. So this crossroads is of the crossroads of Hecate. Oh. The crossroads is, do you believe that you can have it all? And are you going to embrace it wholeheartedly? And are you going to lean all the way into the magic and create your heaven on earth right here, right now?